A very happy morning to you, the class of 2020, and the class of 2021. Today is your big day, a day of joy for you and for your families, your lecturers, and the university. I wish to thank you, Professor Maji Ensign, President of the American University of Nigeria, for inviting me to deliver this commencement lecture. I'm also grateful to you, Madam Vice Chancellor, the University Senate, and the Governing Council for the great honor of being conferred with the university's highest honorary degree, Doctor of Humane Letters. Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here today. This is the first time for me to be in this great university established by His Excellency Atiku Abubakar, former Vice President of Nigeria, a revered national leader, a visionary, and a respected African statesman. He's also a benefactor for me personally, a mentor, a big brother, and a friend. Give it up to him, please. Congratulations, Your Excellency, for your incredible passion, your dedication, and commitment to building the future generations. You're helpers of other people's destinies. Before I proceed, I would like to say that when I was running for election to be president of the African Development Bank, I needed help from all sides. President Jonathan had nominated me to be the candidate of Nigeria. Then President Buhari was just won the election. And I had to be the Nigeria's candidate. And I remember the evening that General Abdul-Salam called me and said, well, you know, you're going to need help, especially in Southern Africa region, to be able to win this election. I said, sir, where am I going to get that help from? He said, you need to go and see His Excellency Atiku Abubakar. And he took me, I remember that evening, we went to see His Excellency the President, then President-elect at home, and he gave it okay for him to take me. I asked President Jonathan, he said, fine. I asked President Obasanjo. I got a lot of support from former head of state, General Gawan, and also, of course, from the Vice President of Nigeria, Namadi Sambo. And His Excellency did not hesitate. He took me, flew me on his jet. We went to South Africa to see the President of South Africa. And I had only 5 minutes to make my case. And he was standing right beside me. I made the case, and I remember the President of South Africa looked at him and said, I think I have in front of me the future President of the African Development Bank. I want to publicly thank you, Your Excellency, because without that journey and helping my destiny, I probably wouldn't be President of the African Development Bank. So I want to say thank you very much, sir, for that journey that you took me to South Africa. His Excellency loves education and his power to create transformational change. I was joking with him recently, and I asked him why at his age he had gone back to study for a master's degree in international relations in the United Kingdom. He told me, Akin, he simply wanted to obtain the degree so that he could find out why he did the things he did in government. In essence, a retrospective degree for the many successes he has had. Congratulations to you, all the class of 2020 and class of 2021. You have done incredibly well, and you have made your parents proud. And I pray for you, the parents, before I start. May these children be blessings to you all the days of your life. I love this diversity I see here today. You have students from all parts of Nigeria, a reflection also of Nigeria's diversity. I also love the diversity I see in the international students faculty and faculty. You are all welcome in Nigeria. I gather that the international students body includes nations of South Africa, Cote d'Ivoire, Rwanda, Cameroon, India, and Romania. I trust that in your respective ways and in the years ahead, you will all become honorary ambassadors of Nigeria. I trust that you will also look back in the not too distant future and say, yes, Nigeria finally made it. I am proud to be a Nigerian. I know that for several people this might sound like an old cliche whose time has passed. I fully understand the challenges we face as a nation. Yet, I have a dream that we will arise from our challenges and build a more prosperous and united nation. So today, I want to speak to you about building a new Nigeria, imperatives for shared prosperity. I speak to you today as a Nigerian. As I've often said, I will live as a Nigerian, I will die as a Nigerian, and on the resurrection morning, I will ask God for the permission to rise as a Nigerian, as long as I can hold the green, white, green flag in my hand. Nigeria is blessed with incredibly rich diversity of people, of cultures, of religions, of mineral resources, oil and gas, and an amazingly rich biodiversity that should make us the envy of the world. We are blessed with abundantly diverse agroecologies that should make us a land of bountiful harvests with a capacity to feed Africa. We are a religious nation, so we should understand that God loves diversity. The diversity of rich and brilliant colors that we see in our forests, the oceans and the seas, and in the flora and in the fauna reflect the beauty of the Creator. Therefore, our diversity is not our problem. Diversity is our strength. But when mismanaged, diversity becomes divergence. Rather than unite, we become splintered, with each entity believing that somehow it is better without the other. We must manage diversity for collective good. Take Singapore as a case in point. It's a very diverse, multi-ethnic, multicultural, multi-religious society made up of Chinese, Malay, Indians, Eurasians. Singapore is a nation of diverse people and national origins. Yet, this nation was able to forge a unified identity that has powered its extraordinary economic progress and development. Think of it. Chinese represent 74%, Malay 13.4%, Indians 9%, and others 3.2%. Think of their religious diversity. Buddhism, 33%, Taoism and folk religion, 10%, Christianity, 18%, Catholicism, 6.7%, Protestants and non-Catholics, 12%, non-religious, 18.5%, Muslims, 14%, and Hinduism, 5%. There is religious harmony, not religious supremacy or polarization. The people see themselves first as Singaporeans. At its independence in 1965, Singapore's per capita income was just $517. That was all, compared to $1,400 for Nigeria at independence in 1960. Today, the story is different. The per capita income of Singapore is now $60,000. Today, the per capita income for Nigeria is $2,250. This highly diverse nation now ranks number 4 in the world in terms of GDP per capita, with massive wealth and prosperity for its people. The evidence is clear. Singapore managed its diversity to create wealth, shared wealth. By better managing its diversity, Singapore has been able to forge an incredible economic growth which benefits all in the country. They have 100% access to electricity, 98% access to water and sanitation. Their schools rank among the best in the world. Today, Singapore is a AAA rated economy by global credit rating agencies. But Singapore did not have it easy either. They faced challenges like we are facing today in Nigeria. They had very diverse ethnic and racial riots in the 1960s that almost pulled the nation apart. But they overcame this by getting some things right. They focused on fusion of national purpose and identity. They put in place cultural policies that ensure that no one ethnic group or the other dominates or assimilates the others, but rather promotes multiculturalism. They put in place a constitution that reinforced their national fusion. Article 12 of the Constitution forbids discrimination based on race, descent, and place of birth. It reads, and I quote, "We, the citizens of Singapore, pledge ourselves as one united people, regardless of race, language, and religion, to build a democratic society based on justice and equality." End of quote. It goes on to say, "There shall be no discrimination against citizens of Singapore on the grounds of religion, race, descent, place of birth, in any law or in the appointment into any office or employment under the public authority or in the administration of any law relating to acquisition, holding, disposition of property, the establishment or carrying on of any trade, business, profession, vocation, or employment." Ladies and gentlemen, what is the lesson here? The Singaporean society is based on meritocracy, not aristocracy or ethnocracy or religiocracy. Any society where meritocracy is subjugated to aristocracy, ethnocracy, or religiocracy eventually tends towards mediocrity. Nigeria must learn from this experience and forge a new way of engaging among its diverse ethnic groups and religions. Nigeria must start managing its diversity for prosperity.